fans introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
He'll take over first.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
16, Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24.
Second and 11 now.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Jackson. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He was taken down by...
Well, any lane lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Let's bring it.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Jackson, and his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Jackson.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got to, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got Snead. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
At the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Play action. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Wilson being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A 3-yard gain
out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
3rd down.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The 2-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 25-yard line.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And Jackson throwing once more. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Baltimore Ravens.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On the move to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
6-yard pickup.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Ravens 9. Jason Myers.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You set the tone, defense.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Benson Mayowa, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They run again with Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here.
On the coverage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.